it true that Maya has confessed to killing Ethan? Yes.
You have a hell of a nerve showing your face in here.
We were just leaving.
You and your family are going to pay for this and keep on paying.
So, you haven't told me how you know Kip?
We were flatmates when he was at med school.
Oh, me too. Please tell me it wasn't at the same time. There are a few months back there I'm a bit vague on.
No, I think I'd remember you. I've heard all the stories, though.
Well, I was just warming up. There's heaps more stories now.
Go on, then.
Oh, no, we're talking about you. You're not brains, are you?
Man, it's been a while since I heard that.
Oh, you are. The straight-A med student who never seemed to do any work.
I don't know about straight A. Straight to the pub, more like it.
And then you sailed through your exams. I have to say, you don't seem like the genius doctor type.
I'm not. I chucked it in.
Why?
I could see all the stress coming. Didn't want it.
And what do you do now?
Not a lot. It's a pretty good life.
Want to swap?
Why? What's wrong with your life?
Never mind. So what brings you up north?
I told Kip I'd be up to see him 2 years ago. It's taken me this long to get my act together. Oh, yeah, and I'm going to buy a ute at the auctions tomorrow. Drive it back to Christchurch.
Kip said you're going to be here for a while.
Just a couple of days. But even a layabout like me has to work occasionally. Your turn.
What?
You never poured your heart out to a stranger before. It's very liberating.
Ah, see, but we're not strangers, are we? 3 of these, that makes us old friends. But what you can do is take me dancing. That's what I really need.
You still up?
I've been in bed. Couldn't sleep.
Is your wound still a bit sore?
But yeah, I'm trying not to think about it.
Aren't you going to ask me how the babies are doing?
Cindy called and said they're safely back at Central.
You should have seen William. He's doing so well. The girls are doing so well
Gerald,
too.
please. I'm already trying to fight every instinct I've got.
So don't fight. Go and see them.
No. And I don't think you should either.
Should just lie up there in the hospital all by themselves.
I've asked Cindy and Trent to come over first thing.
What for?
To have a meeting.
And that's that. A done deal.
There's still a few days before we can sign the papers.
That's a few more days to think then.
A few days to go to the hospital and look in those little eyes and fall in love with them. It would be so easy, but it's not going to happen.
I know.
Do you really? Because this is hard enough already, and I could use some support.
Who are you shushing? He'll still be at work. That means we can party on.
What about the neighbours?
Ah, don't let them in. They're not invited. Yeah.
Not for me.
What?
Oh, look, keep it down, you guys. Next door's light just went on. They'll be banging on the door soon.
Leave them. They're still not coming in.
Sorry, guys, but I've got to go to bed.
Yeah, me too. I'll see you tomorrow.
I will make sure you do. You all right for betting on that?
Sweet ass. Night, you two.
Night.
Are you joking? I'm dead on my feet.
Please, I really need to talk. You don't have to drink. Just listen.
Okay. Oh, so what's up?
Yvonne, she's been like a mum to me.
Yeah, she's been pretty good to you.
She was amazing when Kelly died. She really went the extra mile. And now here I am throwing it back in her face because of something her daughter did. And I keep thinking, how must she have felt when she found out about Maya? And what does that do to her mother? And she should be able to talk to me about it, but she can't. What kind of a friend am I? Not to mention a substitute daughter. It's all gone. So what do you think I should do, Kip? Well, I think you should harden up and get over yourself. Let a man get some sleep. Yeah, you're probably right.
Tanya Jeffries has never had any respect for me, but I must say I expected more from a senior surgeon. Chris has blatantly disregarded protocol and
Thank you, Gabrielle. I think I've grasped the situation and I will deal with the matter.
When?
It's top of my agenda. Now, if you'll excuse me. Brooke, wait. Don't know if you noticed, but I was in the bar last night when you...
When I told Maya Jeffries what I thought of her. So where was my round of applause?
I think we all understood where you were coming from. So, how's your morning been?
Fine.
Good.
Was there something else?
Actually, yes.
What are you doing?
Everything I said yesterday. Forget I said it.
I thought you were telling me to back off.
I was. It was a mistake.
I don't understand.
I'm attracted to you, Brooke. I was from the moment you stepped in the door. I never thought it would get to this stage, but things have changed in my life since then, and yours. Now, we can go on pretending, or we can admit what's happening between us and start enjoying it.
Hi.
Hi.
Shall we review the situation over lunch? Say midday, Ivy?
Sorry, that's Gerald's. He must have popped down to the shop for something.
Well, he won't be long then. We can wait.
Maybe we should do this another time. I'm really not sure when he'll get back.
Morgan, my nerves are shot already. If you have something to say to us, say it now, please.
Okay. The babies are yours.
What?
I've decided you're the rightful parents. I want you to adopt.
All three of them?
All three.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh. What time is it?
8:30. We can still make the option if you get your A into G. You can tell me about the last 2 years while you're kicking tires.
There's bound to be a Chevrolet with your name on it.
Yeah, I'm more of a Cadillac man myself. Oh, hell.
What?
Oh, I got this big presentation this morning, the hospital accreditation committee. Oh, it's 9 a.m.
Run!
I'll never make it.
Well, you need some breakfast. Here, have mine.
No, I haven't got time. I'll have to shower and shave at work. Oh, brilliant! My suit's at the dry cleaners.
The way you're going, you better pick something up for your ulcer too.
Oh, look, mate, I'm stoked you're here. Really, I am. We'll catch up tonight. Oh, hey, why not drop by work at lunchtime today? Show me your new ute and, we'll make a plan, yeah?
And you wonder why I dropped out of med school.
You gave a blood transfusion to a Jehovah's Witness, Chris. What's next? Resuscitating a DNR?
Just fire me and get it over with, will you?
Not before I give you a chance to explain yourself. Though I must admit, the mind does boggle.
I could give you a reason. It still wouldn't excuse what I did.
As for Tanya, I'm assuming she was acting under orders?
Tanya is blameless.
Gutless, more like it.
Let's just get on with it, shall we? I've already apologised to the patient and her family for going against their wishes. Your only option now is to add this breach of protocol to my record and remove me from Shortland Street's list of available surgeons.
I'm the CEO, Chris. I decide how to discipline my staff.
I defer to your better judgment.
Good. You will, of course, stand down from the surgical roster. I also expect your resignation as head of the Surgical Research and Development Unit.
Then you'll be disappointed.
I beg your pardon.
The SIDU is independent of Shortland Street. As my son would say, you're not the boss of me.
2 or 3 days. I'll put the babies up for adoption and recommend you both as parents. I can't see any reason why it shouldn't go through.
Thank you.
You don't have to keep thanking me.
We do have to keep paying you, though. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten about that last instalment.
I don't want it.
You have to.
Seriously. I didn't go into this to make money, and you're gonna need it more than I do.
That doesn't matter. I mean, we had a deal.
I'm not taking it. Please don't try and make me.
There is something else you could do for us. We'd like you and Gerald to be godparents.
It's really sweet, thank you, but no, sorry. It'll just be too hard.
I understand.
What about Gerald? Where's he in all this?
Gerald's fine.
It's funny. I've already talked myself into thinking that you look like me, and that's just silly, because we're not even related. But that doesn't stop me from caring about you. And I don't just mean that blubby thing that I do whenever anyone hands me a baby. It's more than that. Because for a moment there, you were mine. Mine and Morgan's. And I'm not going to forget that. Just because someone's not around anymore doesn't mean that you have to stop loving them. So you grow up good and strong and healthy. Do you hear me? And you look after the girls, okay? I love you. All of you.
Sorry, am I a bit late?
Oh, no, I was early. I've been looking forward to this.
Good. I was a bit worried.
Well, it did rather take me by surprise. Was the rest of your morning as dramatic?
Part of it was.
Oh?
Strictest confidence, of course.
Of course.
Patient was given a blood transfusion, a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, no.
Yes, patient had an ID card stating they didn't want a blood transfusion, but your old mate Chris Warner, well, he thought he knew better, decided to give her one anyway.
That is appalling.
Yes, most unlike him, I must admit.
Did he give you a reason?
He seemed to think he didn't need to.
That man is a law unto himself.
Exactly. He stood in my office with a smile on his face, telling me how he expected to be disciplined, knowing there was stuff all I could do about it.
You could kick him off the surgery roster.
Yeah, but that's where it stops. He still gets to be a star player in the SRD.
Because he answers directly to the DHP.
Yeah. And they won't do a damn thing because Warner is too precious to them.
They might feel differently if the media got hold of it. Wouldn't that be terrible?
You miss Cindy and Trent.
I know. Sorry.
Where were you?
I just went down the road to get more laundry powder. And then I kept walking. I wanted to see William and the girls one last time.
How were they?
Fine. Catherine squeezed my finger. Elizabeth couldn't quite manage that today. But... it's okay. It's okay.
Trent will be here soon to pick up the bassinets and stuff. I said we'll give it all to them.
Of course.
I haven't even sorted out half of them.
I can do all that. Why don't you go and lay down?
Are you sure?
Go on. I'll bring you something to drink.
Oi, Denton, you said 5 minutes.
Sorry, but you know what?
Shut up and come and check out Fish's Flash new rhyme.
Okay, 2 taps and I'm with you.
You missed out on the gruntiest little Cadillac. I so deserved that little 60s number. He wouldn't let you bid.
It was the owner she really fancied.
He would have had his price too.
Okay, done.
Fish knows this great place for a picnic. No one else will be there, and there's food for Africa.
Okay, sounds great, guys, but I've only got a 30-minute break.
You're HOD, delegate.
Mate, we're snowed under.
You did 14 hours yesterday.
That was an emergency.
Then you're out the door first thing this morning.
It's the nature of the job.
Man, you could have told me it was a bad time to visit.
Look, I've got half an hour off for a break. Do you want to waste it arguing or what?
Okay, boys, here's the deal. We'll join Kip in the cafe he eats at every single day, and the price he has to pay for sacrificing the gorgeous scenery and the ocean breeze is that he has to admit that he's a party pooper.
Oh, knock it off, will you?
No! You've turned into what you've always hated in other people. You're officially a party pooper. Go on, say it. Say it.
I don't expect you to agree with what I did.
No surgeon with a clear understanding of hospital protocol would.
But I want you to know that it has nothing to do with you as a person, or my regard for you as a surgeon was an emotional decision.
Clearly. More importantly, it was the wrong decision. Elaine thinks so. I think so. I hope Callum Mackay thinks so.
Yeah, don't you worry. Callum is right behind you.
This is my problem. How do I reconcile Chris Warner, the doctor, the man I know and regard as my professional equal, with a man who would knowingly go against a patient's wishes while she's unconscious and unable to stop him.
You make it sound like I took advantage.
Well, didn't you?
You're tying yourself up in knots over something that you will probably never understand.
Excuse me?
Well, you don't make emotional decisions.
Well, I understand this much. An emotional decision is usually a selfish one. And I never thought you were a selfish man, Chris. But suddenly you're not the man I thought you were. Yes?
Referral letters for you to sign.
Thank you.
I've had a couple of calls from journalists asking about an operation you did on a Jehovah's Witness patient. Would you like to talk to them?
All right, now I'm really not sure what I'd say.
I am not the one who doesn't understand.
I've had 3 more calls from journalists asking the same question.
Did you tell them I'll be releasing a statement?
Yes.
Did you tell them when?
No.
Good, because I'm struggling here.
Can I help?
No offence, but if I couldn't explain myself to Gabrielle, I doubt you'd be able to do it for me in a press release.
Is that what I walked in on before?
Sorry?
You and Gabrielle. Things were a tiny bit tense.
I saved the baby's life. She hates me for it.
What?
If you know anything about Jehovah's Witnesses, you'll know that they don't believe in blood transfusions. That's their right, of course.
But the baby needed one.
The mother did. The baby wasn't born yet. We could have lost them both.
Oh, so you did what you have to do.
Well, Gabrielle thinks I was selfish.
That woman, honestly.
Well, maybe she was right. I don't like feeling powerless. I guess I just wasn't in the mood to watch another young woman die for no good reason.
That doesn't sound selfish to me. You can talk about it, you know. Tony.
I know.
Two-way street, remember? Tell me whatever's on your mind.
Thank you.
Last one.
Thanks. You know, I didn't think I was going to see you today.
Think I'd been hiding. It's not just Morgan going through all this, it's me too.
That's good to hear. She's an amazing woman, your wife. Look after her.
I will.
There was never anything in it, by the way. Me and her. Okay. Maybe I thought there was. It's hard not to think about the woman who's carrying your kids, you know. It does things to you. I was all over the place for a while.
I think it was a bit of a roller coaster for all of us.
And Cindy and I have got some stuff to work through, but it won't affect the kids. I promise you that. I'm going to be a good dad, Gerald.
You better be.
So are you one day.
There's no hurry. I'm still young.
Well, good luck.
And to you.
See you, mate.
Has Trent gone already?
Hurry, you'll still catch him.
It doesn't matter. How are you?
Fine, fine. But that nursery is still a real mess, and I am not going to rest till I've cleaned it.
Didn't see the old surfboard at your place.
Yeah, I managed to smash it up a pee-hole on a dorm patrol.
Kip, eh? Still a poser.
Fish, I was ripping it up when you were still scared of boogie boards.
And now?
I still surf, just as soon as I get a board.
You got someone to wax it for you?
Hey?
I think that's fish talk for got yourself a hot chick. He's working his way through the nursing stuff.
Oh, that makes sense, since he obviously doesn't like to leave the place.
So what are we up to this weekend?
I don't know, but you'll be doing it without me. I'll leave tonight. Got to get the ute back.
But you only just got here yesterday.
Yeah, I thought you were staying for a couple of days. Who am I going to go night clubbing with? Everyone around here's too boring.
What if I told you I couldn't hack the pace?
What if I told you I had 2 tickets to Raro? Is that slow enough for you?
You're full of it, Piper.
2 tickets that have to be used very soon. It was going to be me and Kip. But no, he wanted to look after his mate, that's you. But is he looking after you? No, he's too busy working.
You're not kidding, are you? I've always wanted to surf Upper.
And you shall. You say what, Piker?
About my 2 best mates winging it off to Raro? I'm stoked.
We're really doing this. Don't pike on me now. There'll be hell to pay.
"10 minutes, you said. That was an hour ago.
Sorry.
Can't be anything left to clean. The nursery looks spotless.
Don't think we can call it the nursery anymore.
I suppose it's back to being the spare room. We should probably rent it out again.
Yeah, no one's going to want it with that stain on the floor.
It's been there forever. It's tiny.
Well, I notice it every time I go in there.
What are you looking for?
If I can't fix it, I swear, I'm going to take that carpet up. The new paint job wouldn't go on this either.
It's not ours to paint. You'd have to ask the landlord.
Well, you know what they'd say. If you want it painted, you pay for it yourself.
So don't go spending money we haven't got.
No, Cindy and Trent are paying up soon, so we can use some of that.
I told them to keep it.
Oh!
Do you mind?
No, not at all. Best thing you could have done, really.
Come and lie down with me. It's cold in there without you.
Soon. I really want to get this done, otherwise I'll dream about it tonight.
You're a very strange boy, you know that, don't you?
Please tell me you had nothing to do with this.
To do that, Chris, I'd need to know what you were talking about.
Someone at the Northerner with a sadistic streak thought I might be interested in a sneak preview of tomorrow's headlines. The same journalist, incidentally, who couldn't wait to rake the muck last year when my brother's book came out.
Sounds like someone's got it in for you. What are they saying?
Well, reading between the lines, I'm a renegade surgeon with a contempt for religion who really shouldn't be allowed anywhere near a major training program.
Even though I agree with some of that, it doesn't mean I'm feeding it to the media.
Well, someone is.
Someone in the Elaine Woods family, perhaps?
Not with the spin that this guy is putting on it. This whole thing is angled at the SRDU. The Woods family wouldn't even know what that stood for.
A journalist who can join the dots. Yeah, it could happen.
Or a CEO with a grudge.
Is that what you think of me, Chris? I'm disappointed.
I wouldn't put it past you.
Chris, if I had said something about you to a journalist, it'd be in big black quotation marks next to Callum Mackay, as you well know. Now, I am not in the habit of skulking around off the record trying to bring down members of my own staff. I have, however, been talking to the DHB. I thought I should warn them that the Golden Boy is showing serious signs of megalomania. So here's a heads up, Chris. Expect a phone call tomorrow.
Chris, hi. Oh, we should go. I booked the table for 7:30.
PCC meeting. I thought we could do it over dinner.
Of course. Well, I'll go and pack up my things.
What's this?
Well, you know about this Jehovah's Witness business. Somebody told the press, and now I'm for the chop. Silly me, I had no idea somebody had it in for me that much.
The boss, the boyfriend,
That's exactly how old is Daniel? Thought maybe you were babysitting.
Feels like that sometimes.
and the thrill of revenge.
Putty in my hands.
Shortland Street, tomorrow 7 o'clock, TV2.